Hi, this is Titus Welliver. You're listening to TV Confidential.
Roberts with a reminder that the next edition of TV Confidential will air next week on this station at the usual time. You hope you'll join us for that. In the meantime, Tony Figueroa and Donna Allen are with us as we take a look at this week in TV history. Tony's segment, as always, is brought to us by our friends at Story Salon, Southern California's longest-running, regularly performing live storytelling ensemble. For more information, StorySalon.com, Facebook.com/Story Salon. What do you have for us tonight?
This is something more closer to our generation. This is August 1st, 1981. MTV launches.
Right. I mean, the music television network. I mean, the onset of videos on a daily basis, and of course, to some extent, we had seen videos, music videos in various forms I'm thinking of the Monkees, which was more or less the 2 or 3 numbers they would do each show was more or less what we would see on a regular basis on MTV.
Yeah, and Mike Nesmith has been credited as creating the compilation video. So I think MTV owes a ton to Mike Nesmith and the Monkees as a whole.
Yeah, and of course, to some extent, MTV returned the favor because I believe it was either MTV or VH1 that...
No, it was MTV.
Okay, that reran the Monkees in the 80s and which kept the group alive, or at least interest in the group alive up until the 86 with the 20th anniversary, and then...
Their tour.
And their eventual tour that year. And in a lot of ways, MTV was good for music. For artists, it gave a platform, a visibility that certainly wasn't available. I mean, certainly, radio would reach, but in a way, MTV changed it because it wasn't just how you sounded, it was also how you looked.
Yeah.
I think we owe the NBC series The Voice a lot to, or the mission statement of The Voice.
Yeah.
To go back to, let's not see what they look like, let's hear how they sound.
Yeah, I mean,
and evaluate them on that.
Yeah, we can easily spend an hour talking about. I mean, and it's not just music, but also it seems to me there's too much with young stars, not only music but also in film and television. They spend too much time working on the business and paying attention to the business as opposed to the work. And with music videos, it's not so much how you sound, but also how you look. It seems to me that's sort of the downside of MTV.
You have to be the whole package.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we can't fix how you look, or we can to a very small extent. We can fix how you sound.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
We can really work on how you sound. So if aesthetically you meet our needs. The rest, it's kind of like Johnny Bravo on the Brady Bunch. Basically,
yes.
The whole morality tale of that one Brady Bunch episode, you switch the agenda, and you got suit. MTV. Yeah, you fit the suit. That's exactly it. MTV was able to find people who fit the suit.
Yes, Video Killed the Radio song.
That was Video Killed the Radio Star very first song. Who sang it?
You're going to tell me.
The Buggles.
Oh.
Who I am sure were the Rembrandts of their generation. We could look at the influence of MTV. Also, just look at it in primetime TV. Brandon Tartikoff won at MTV Cops, which we now know as Miami Vice.
Right.
And you look at the stylized look, the music, and you had big time musical talent.
Right,
would be singing on that show.
And then by the end of the first decade, by 1991, MTV was branching out. They weren't just doing music videos and VJs, but they're also doing original programming. Remote Control with Ken Ober was a game show for the MTV generation, and then later on they did The Real World, which some would say has ushered in the current era of reality television, even though that genre has been around a lot longer than people realize. And then I think in the mid-'90s, MTV did its first scripted show with Dead at 21. So it certainly made its impact in music, but also made its impact in other branches of television as well.
MTV had its interesting ups and downs too. I mean, it was. First of all, I think also the ad campaign when it was brand new.
Yeah.
You had different musical talent hawking the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Basically saying, "I want my MTV," And, and also, this is when cable was not available to everybody. It was also, you could have MTV in stereo, which, you don't think about it now,
Right.
but you didn't have stereo TVs yet. But there was a way to go to Radio Shack and jerry-rig your TV cable system to your home stereo and actually watch the videos in stereo. I am sure the cable operators hated that campaign because, can you imagine everyone calling up and saying, I want my MTV?
Right. Childhoftelevision.blogspot.com, childhoftelevision.blogspot.com, also storysalon.com. Donna's 4-part novel series is now complete.
Yes, it is. The last book, Fall Again Reunion, was published a few months ago. You'll see where the story finally ends.
And to find out how the story begins and ends, go to fallagainseries.com. Tony and Donna, we'll see you both next time.
Next time.
A reminder that the September issue of Entertainment Weekly, featuring Lynette Rice's article on the Bob Crane murder case, is available wherever magazines are sold. For more information on Eileen Graff and her workshop, Making the Song Your Own, go to eileengraff.com. That'll do it for our program this week, folks. Ed Robertson, on behalf of Tony Figueroa, Donna Allen, Phil Grace, Greg Erebarn, our producer, Chris Corman, thank you so much for listening. We will talk to you next time on TV Confidential.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they were able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less.
800-649-0142. 800-649-0142. That's 800-649-0142.
Become an advertiser or underwriter of TV Confidential and let our brand help promote your brand. To find out more, go to televisionconfidential.com/advertise.